Raw picks up the win last week as they've got some good things brewing with Roman, Strowman, and Joe. But we've got some interesting storylines coming this week, ladies and gentlemen, as In the Ring starts now. Welcome back to our WWE Battle of the Brands review show, where you guys vote on which brand had the better show for the week. I'm your host, Nick, and without further ado, let's talk wrestling. It's time for Battle of the Brands. Seth Rollins is left hanging as him and Dean Ambrose defeat The Miz Taraj in the main event of Raw. It seems as though they're really reaching with this babyface position for Rollins, but ultimately the speculations are they may be trying to set Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins up as a tag team, not as the Shield, but as a tag team to potentially face, Cesaro and Sheamus for the tag team titles at SummerSlam. I would like to see this. I think this would be pretty interesting to see. You put Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins together, they make magic. You separate them, and Seth Rollins is the only one that pretty much has what it takes to proceed as a singles competitor. But like I said, you put them both together, SummerSlam, I think you've got a good pay-per-view match right there. Bayley is once again in the title hunt, guys, as she defeats Sasha Banks one-on-one in a match to determine Alexa Bliss's opponent at SummerSlam. However, for some reason, I doubt this is it. And the only reason why is because a couple weeks back, speculations were that it was supposed to be this big matchup, including Nia Jax. She's supposed to be in the hunt for the title as well. If you noticed, she ran through Emma this past Monday. So I'm kind of expecting something to go down where we might see Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, and Nia Jax in some kind of fatal four-way match for SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar's SummerSlam opponent has been announced, ladies and gentlemen, as he will compete against Braun Strowman. That's not all. Roman Reigns and, of course, Samoa Joe. It's going to be a fatal four-way match for the Universal title. And honestly, I think this is the best way to go. All four men are doing great right now, especially Braun. Roman is doing great as well. And Joe, I think, is doing some of the best work he has done since moving up to the main roster. It'd be interesting to see now how everything shakes up once you get Brock Lesnar in the mix. Now let's move on to Smackdown Live. The GOAT, Chris Jericho, returns, ladies and gentlemen, to Smackdown Live. And man, was I excited to see him. I did not check spoilers. I don't really like to check spoilers when I'm watching these shows because if I do, it just becomes boring to me. So I was very happy to see and very surprised to see Chris Jericho come out. Chris Jericho comes out to say that he wants his rematch for the United States Championship. At the end of the day, Daniel Bryan comes out, grants both men a title shot in a triple threat match for the main event of SmackDown Live. But more on that later on in the segment. Jinder Mahal's opponent was announced, ladies and gentlemen, and as he came out, yes, he was looking good in his nice navy blue suit, and of course, the rug really tied the ring together. If you haven't seen Big Lebowski, go ahead and do so you can catch that joke. It looks like it's going to be John Cena. At least that's what we thought until Daniel Bryan came out to announce that John Cena doesn't make the rules, even if he thinks he is Super Cena. It's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura versus John Cena, and the winner takes on Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. Looking forward, I think John Cena potentially has the best shot at facing Jinder for SummerSlam, only because, they may take a chance at him breaking the record at SummerSlam, since again, it's one of the top 4 pay-per-views of the year, and only because I don't think Baron Corbin is going to allow Shinsuke to finish his match. I would love to see this match finish out cleanly. I think it's a pay-per-view worthy match, but I'm excited to see you next week. Quick correction, ladies and gentlemen. I may have mentioned that Daniel Bryan came out to give the triple threat match for the United States title stipulation. It was actually Shane McMahon, so I just wanted to clear that up. And as a result, AJ Styles regains the United States title in that triple threat match. Now, I can't help but feel this was very similar to the hot potato games between Charlotte and Sasha Banks, as I kind of mentioned in the results show, the Battleground results show. But honestly, it was one hell of a match. It was great to have AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, and Chris Jericho all in the same ring together competing. they made magic, guys. Honestly, that should have been a pay-per-view match right there, and we got it for free on SmackDown. I know Rich must be rolling in his grave wherever he's at right now, because that's how you book, that's how you book events for wrestling matches, for pay-per-view matches. And it seems like they're saving all the good stuff for SmackDown Live. I don't know if they need the ratings that bad, but hey guys, it was one hell of a match. If you missed it, try and check it out. And at the end of the day, Owens states that he wants his rematch next week for the United States title. So that means we've got 2 pay-per-view matches going on again at SmackDown Live. We've got the United States title, and we've got John Cena versus Shinsuke for the #1 contender spot. Next week looks promising. So which brand had the better show this week, Raw or SmackDown? Cast your vote in the comment section below. Just enter Raw or SmackDown and we'll reveal which brand had the most votes in next week's segment. Be sure to check out our WWE Slam Crate unboxing titled Stables. A link will be down in the description. Alright, here's a quick reminder to Azan Umran, if you're watching this, please contact us as soon as possible to claim your prize, as you were the winner for the Battleground predictions. Again, contact us as soon as possible. If we don't hear from you, we may have to raffle this off again. Finally, you can show your support by purchasing one of our In the Ring t-shirts. Head over to clearboxpictures.com to check them out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button now. I'm Nick, this has been In the Ring, and I will see you next week.